Hello YouTube! Welcome to the 10-minute update. This is the update where we have 10 minutes to talk about stuff that's happening in Wooting. We're at the Wooting livestream right now where we record the 10-minute update and we have the awesome chat over here. If you've never been to the Wooting livestream, I really recommend you to join it every other Friday in the night or in the afternoon or in very early your morning, depending on where you live. Check the schedule. So in this 10-minute update, we're going to cover a couple of things. Wooting 2 HE Batch 1 and Batch 2 update. There's the wrist rest. There's a new product coming. There's some final stock stuff. And there's a super secret not unveiling yet, but it's coming project at the end. So stick until the end if you want to know what that is. And let's get into the first one, which is the Wooting 2 HE Batch 1. So the Batch 1 production is on schedule-ish, meaning that we finally got our mass production date and schedule, which I was waiting for almost a month now. And mass production is going to happen on the 6th of July. Before the mass production on the 6th of July, we're going to have a couple of steps, which is first of all, I'm going to receive DVT samples, which is the final, let's say, assembly put stuff together samples, which I expected to receive half a month earlier, but there was a misunderstanding there. The DVT samples will come in any day now. Then on the 15th, we will finish all the certification and environment and performance tests, which I've also thought would end earlier, which is not the case. But that if that is all okay, which we expect to be all okay, then there's material preparation. Material preparation, we already prepared the majority, almost everything. So that should be fine. And then we get into the mass production on the 6th of July. And this is a more fixed date because this is something that is provided by the manufacturer themselves, which is great because that more fixes the schedule, which is great. Batch 2. Different story. If you don't know anything about Hall sensor production defect and the rework that needs to be done on that defect to make it usable for our productions, I recommend you to watch the previous 10-minute update because there I go into much more depth and detail on what exactly that is and what happened there. But it does come down to that the Batch 2 production for Wooting 2 HE is delayed until somewhere August. And every week we're talking with the whole sensor manufacturer, making sure if they're still on track for the rework of all the chips. And until so far, they're still on track to be able to deliver the start of August. So for now, I've already changed the Batch 2 delivery date on the store, expected in October this year. As this is progressing, I will update more. And it will be also part of the major update on the blog, but this is just what it is right now for Batch 2. And then I'll give it to Erik for...
Another good news, we are extending our wrist rest family, and we're adding a new model, a 60% model. I don't know the exact size, but it will fit most popular 60 and 65% keyboards, which is amazing. It's now in production. It's in the color black, and we're also producing a midnight blue version of this. And now a question to you, chat on Twitch and also on YouTube afterwards. What color would you like to see of the wrist rest? So we had a concrete gray and a midnight blue and a black one. We keep the black one. There's a popular demand for blue, but we maybe want to experiment with different colors. So suggest your favorite color and we'll see if we can
Twitter gang said nice purple.
That was Twitter gang, yes, but this is the livestream YouTube gang, so that's maybe different.
These people will have taste.
I've not seen any red yet, Erik, in the chat.
Red.
Too bad. Bummer.
Okay. Maybe for some of you guys who are sniping our store, we did a little clean out last week of our warehouse in Europe and did a new stock count in the US. And we found some hidden treasures. We found a few Wooting 2s, a few Wooting 1s, and some midnight blue wrist rests, the full-size ones. We updated the stock to our store, so there's like a very limited stock amount now available of the Wooting 2 in various packages in Europe. And the Wooting 1 is again available in like a really small quantity. So I'm probably YouTube when you see this, they will probably be sold out. So go to our store, either Wooting.store or na.wooting.store, and see if you still want to buy it, want a Wooting tool. Like this is actually really your last chance to get it, and then it's gone forever. There's also a newsletter coming out later today. And then another big announcement. I don't know if we mentioned this during the earlier video, but soon we will have PBT keycaps available on our stores. Correct me if I'm wrong, Carl, they're now in transit towards us, right?
Yes. And it's air freight, so we'll have them pretty soon.
Air freight.
I think 2 weeks from now.
Yes, so 2 weeks from now, that's pretty fast. Then we have PBT keycaps available, but here's a catch. We made a new brand for these keycaps. We call them blank keycaps. The keycaps aren't blank, but the name is called blank. You'll get the picture at some point. We didn't produce these keycaps ourselves, and that's why we were sort of hesitant to slap our Wooting brand on it. And we decided, hey, let's make a new brand, and we can use this brand to actually sell keyboard enhancements like keycaps or other stuff, or maybe cables in the future, but whatever. But now we have more focus on keycaps, and just buy off-the-shelf products, which are decent to very good, but we haven't produced them ourselves, so that's why we put them on a different brand called Blank, which is amazing. So first we will have only a black set available with shine through legends. I think they are comparable with the PBT keycaps we had in the past that we combined with the Wooting 2, or we sold separately the Wooting 2 one. Yeah, but these will be available, and it will be flipping amazing. It's the language available is US ANSI and US International, right, Albert?
Yes, so there's ANSI and ISO, but it's both US English.
And this is also something we will start selling this product on
Mr.
our
Johnny
web store
M
and
has it
slowly,
correct.
yeah, and slowly expand this towards other sales channels like bol.com or Amazon, and hopefully in the future we can just, if we find a nice set that is off the shelf available with some cool colors that we like, or that somebody suggests, then we can, purchase them and start selling them as well. But this is like a new nice era of side products for us. I'm pretty excited for it, especially because it's separate from the Wooting brand, so we can do tiny different things without diluting or differentiating our own brand. It's really nice. And now, where everybody has been... Oh wait, how much will they sell, Calder? How much will they sell?
The keycaps?
The keycaps.
So the MSRP is $35, but we're just going to start selling them for $30. And I'm not sure which direction we'll take it yet, but if we're going to allow you to buy it together with the Wooting 2 HE as well, and if you buy it together with the Wooting 2 HE, I think, because we're not finalized it yet, it will be additional $10 on top of the keyboard price. So $185 plus $10, and then you can get the blank PBT keycaps with it. So in comparison, you can get the Wooting 2 HE without keycaps for $10 cheaper. So instead of going no keycaps, you get the blank keycaps, then it's $20 more. If you go to ABS keycaps, it's $10 more.
Well, blank keycaps are doubleshot PBT keycaps, in case I haven't mentioned.
Yeah, so the blank keycaps are doubleshot PBT keycaps, then yeah.
And we start selling them once they're available, so that's really cool. Which shouldn't take long. But now for the big, where everybody has been waiting for, and everybody's joining in. Calder.
Oh wait,
what is?
If you already pre-ordered Wooting 2 HE, you can still change to the PBT blank keycaps. Yeah, we'll have everything ready, don't worry. Yeah.
We'll also have like probably a email to everybody who pre-ordered the HE and inform them that it's available and that they can get it, or they can either, have these keycaps or have these keycaps on top of the order. Yeah, whatever price difference there is, we'll get to it.
More info per email
Okay.
and on the store once it's ready. Okay. Then, do you have the link ready for the chat?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay.
The last part of the update. The last part of the update is what we call today, because otherwise it's too revealing, Project V or Project 5. And we're calling it Project 5 because otherwise it would give away what it exactly is. This Project 5 is our 5th keyboard, basically, which is the new model we've been working on. This, well, origins of the model we started already year and a half ago.
Years ago, when we were still
2 years
when
ago,
we were
maybe.
still infants.
In the era of when we started to launch Wooting 2 Lec Edition, around that time, we were already working on it-ish. But it changed in the meanwhile because of how, things with the Lec Edition and the delays, and then with IC parts, and then with this Fortnite thing coming by, and it just kind of, the whole project changed over time to what we're exactly going to do with it. So the original keyboard design we had was completely ditched, but we kept the core idea the same, and then we changed it into something new. And this year we actually beginning of this year we actually kicked off the whole project already, and we're in a very good phase right now of the project. I'm just gonna state it in that way, meaning that the mechanical design and what the keyboard exactly is, and the mechanical design is complete. I have a 3D printed sample right in front of my nose of the case. And we're still working on the PCBA for this model, and we're going to have a couple of mock-ups made soon. And once we're done with the PCBA, I think we'll be more comfortable to start showing the whole model and go more into the keyboard. But obviously, it is a small-sized keyboard with lacquer switches, and the goal for us is to really break the competitive scene for keyboards. Meaning that... Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. Yeah.
That's exactly what it's going to do, because it will be small form factor.
Disrupting.
Small form factor, right? Lacquer switches, meaning I'm just focusing on the competitive side, right? Meaning the activation point 0.1 to 4.0 millimeter adjustable per key, rapid trigger, right? And this is an insider thing, okay? Because the form factor is smaller, there is only, oh my god, there's only, I can't say how many keys, but there's far less keys that we need to scan and read versus a full-size keyboard. Full-size keyboard has 104 keys. This one has like a good chunk of less keys.
It's
meaning, that we can have even lower input latency with this smaller model. So it's going to be a very awesome keyboard model for the competitive scene, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be banger when we reveal it. It's going to be also at the same time a little bit of but I wished you had of. But then if you go deeper into it, you will understand why we had to go with this model, because it will also open up the accessibility of analog input keyboards without it being necessarily a Wooting keyboard case. I'll leave it to that. So
I'm also looking at the picture on the page itself. Did we Photoshop it wrong? Because there's like an ear. on the
wait,
left
we're
side
still in the
that's so
10-minute
weird.
update. I was just thinking. So
Yeah.
in the description below, there's a link to the, I would call it, I guess, the, what are we calling it? The next page, right? But it's like, it's,
The next
it's like the first reveal page for this
first
model.
tease.
And over the next months, we're going to reveal more and more about this keyboard as we feel more and more comfortable about what state we are of development. This has no impact on what we're doing with Wooting 2HE. It has no impact what we're doing with Utility. It does have a lot of impact that we're so focused on our product development that we forget to do all the sales and marketing. Okay. That was it for a 10-minute update, right?
Yes. Okay, so now everybody, well, goodbye, my friends at YouTube. Be sure to go to the link down below and be amazed.
Bye, YouTube.
And hopefully, I see you guys in the next live stream.
In the next one.